In this video, I'm going to explain what happens to us when we get stressed, because if we can understand what is happening in our body, it puts us in a much stronger position to make changes if we need to. Okay, so the stress response begins in our brain, and it's when we perceive a threat. And it doesn't matter if it's an actual threat, an anticipated threat, or an imagined threat, the response is the same. So it can be an oncoming car, or it can be a worry about failing in an important task. The response is the same. Okay, so when our brain perceives a threat, it sends a message to our nervous system. Now, there's two parts to our nervous system. The first part is the sympathetic nervous system, and that's like the gas pedal on a car. It's responsible for the fight-flight response, and it releases a boost of energy into our body to help us to fight that danger. The second part of our nervous system is called the parasympathetic nervous system, and that's like the brake on the car, and it's responsible for calming the body down after the danger has passed. So when our brain perceives a threat, it sends a message to our sympathetic nervous system, so the gas pedal part of our nervous system. And this then releases the hormone adrenaline into our bloodstream, which then kicks off all of those physiological responses that we associate with stress that have been designed by nature to help us to fight the danger. So we will notice that our heart rate increases. And this is so that extra blood is pumped to our muscles so that we can fight that danger. We'll also notice that our breathing increases, the rate of our breathing increases, so that we can get extra oxygen to our brain and remain as alert as possible, again, to fight the danger. Okay, this all happens really, really fast, and it's what enables us to jump out of the way of an oncoming car without having to think about it first. If our brain continues to perceive threat, a second hormone is released into our bloodstream called cortisol. And what this does is it ensures that that gas pedal stays pressed to the floor and leaves our body in that state of high red alert, revved up, ready to fight that danger. The problem is it can be really hard to put the brakes on stress. It can be hard to switch off that fight-flight mode and switch on that rest and regenerate mode. And this can have a really negative impact on our body. Those persistent adrenaline surges, which was the first stress hormone that is released into our bloodstream, can really damage our blood vessels and arteries, and they also raise our blood pressure, which puts us at an increased risk of things like stroke and heart attack. And elevated cortisol, which was the second stress hormone that is released, leads to a buildup of fat tissue and also weight gain. But the really good news is that you can learn to put the brakes on your stress. You can learn to get good at it. And in the next video, I'm going to share with you lots of techniques to show you how to do this. But before we go, I'm going to share with you a quick one. Now, a really easy way to put the brakes on stress is through your breathing. So when our foot is on the gas pedal, when our fight or flight mode is switched on, our breathing is very quick and shallow. When the brake is on, or when we are in the rest and regenerate mode, our breathing is very slow and deep. And just by breathing as if our brake was on, we can trick our body into switching into that mode. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So close your eyes for a moment. And then I want you to close your mouth also. And inhale through your nose for the count of 3. Now exhale for the count of 3. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. One last time. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Now open your eyes. Now, the more you practice this, the better you will get at putting the brakes on your stress response. And practice this whenever you can. When you're standing in a queue, waiting at the traffic lights, in the advert breaks. The more you do it, the better you will get at it. And as I said, in my next video, I'm going to show you more techniques to help you to put your brakes on your stress response. If you found this video helpful, share it with somebody who you think might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.